Hi. So my for this week's discussion post, what I'm going to use is a digital story I made last semester for my digital storytelling class because I actually haven't had the chance to teach an actual class, so I don't really have any like past lessons or trainings to do. But I figured I would be able to use this because this was made as an educational resource. And the title is The Purpose of Religion. And it was pretty much a 4-minute video talking about my brief experience with meeting people of other religions and finding out how all religions are kind of have the same goal. And parts of the videos, I explained the true meaning of the word religion, which is re and religion, which means to reconnect. And in this case, of course, it means to reconnect to a higher power. Um, and the blended learning model I would like to use for this is actually a flipped classroom. And normally, if this was like in a vertical classroom, what would happen is students would watch this video and use the resources I gave them, because along with this video, I also had to provide some extra educational material, which I provided was like the world religion map, what the UN talks about with the different human rights pertaining to different religions, the 5 world main types of religions, interfaith dialogues, and how the United Nations goes about peacekeeping. That's how it would work normally for students or for learners to be able to watch the video and explore these by themselves. But in the blended learning module, in particular this flipped classroom, what I would do is that I would still have students watch the video, but what I would have them do is I would have them pick a religion, whether it's their own religion or a different religion, to study while at home, to do some research on, and I would give them some research material. And they could do some research on it. And what we're going to do is that we're going to come to class. When we come to class, we're going to have an interfaith dialogue, which is something I briefly mentioned that's part of the material here, but also in the video itself. And essentially, an interfaith dialogue is where different people of different religions come together, and there's a topic, like let's say the topic is about fasting, and each religion talks about what their scripture says about fasting. And so this will give students an opportunity to research a religion of their choice, or if it's their own religion, they can come with their own scripture as well and have of course, a civil discussion about it in the classroom to help each other discuss and learn together, of course. And I chose this learning activity as a candidate for this blended learning opportunity because I think this topic in and of its own is a really important one for me, the purpose of religion, or just religion in general. Because I think, and I also mentioned it in this video, because religion is often sometimes a hit or miss for people, because it's one of the reasons for a lot of conflict in different parts of the world. But if we can really learn to understand one another, see our scripture, and see how really we're all connected in one way or another, we can actually even be closer to getting world peace. And that's why I chose this activity, this video, this mini lesson as my candidate for my blended learning opportunity. And so thank you for listening. That is all for today.